Good morning and happy Monday. Today's Memorial Day. Most people are probably having parties or barbecuing,
Grilling out.
doing fun stuff.
We are cleaning up to have a barbecue.
So Jackson's graduation party, I know I said it in the last home vlog, we're going to have like a surprise graduation party for him. And he doesn't know. We're very excited. We've rented a inflatable water slide. His friends are coming over. He's moving up and some of his friends are not going to be in his class next year. So this is going to be a way for them to have just like one big last like hurrah before summer and before the new school year. So we are cleaning up the pool area so that his friends and their parents can come over and it will look a little nicer than it looks right now. It's pretty warm right now. What's the temperature?
81.
81. It's 9 o'clock in the morning.
Turn on the fans. That's
Oh yeah,
we fans out here for
we got these big fans and we never use them. We also need to, we have the pressure washer out because we're going to pressure wash this back area where all of our plants were. It just got kind of like a little grimy back there with the potted plants being back there. We've since moved them, but we're going to clean that up. And then I just want to pressure wash off all the furniture because it's got pollen all over it. Clean off this little bar area, clean the grill, you know.
Yeah.
Give everything a little once over.
It's a mess out here.
It's not like, it could be worse.
This is the truth of Florida.
Yeah.
It is a great place to have outdoor spaces.
Yeah.
The outdoor spaces take so much upkeep out here. Because like we could clean this, well, like today's Monday, we could clean this today and by Wednesday it could be covered with pollen.
Hopefully it's not though.
It's just that's the way
Yeah.
that's the way of Florida. There's also like spiders and lizards and
Oh my
stuff
gosh,
like that.
I walked into, you can't see it, there's a huge spider web right here. I walked into like where it's connected over here. That's the worst feeling. Walking into a spider web is the worst feeling.
So they're called like crab spiders or something like that. They look like little crabs, basically. They've got like spiky backs and stuff like that. And they almost look like they have a hard shell. They are orb weaver, I believe. They might be, like, so the other type of web that I felt like this is orb weaver, like black widows and stuff like that. Their webs are super thick. And when you run into them, it like doesn't break.
It kind of feels like whenever you see a spider web in like a haunted house, you know, when they make like the fake spider webs, that's like what their inspiration is, I think.
Yeah, the fake spider webs it's actually a really neat thing that somebody invented a few years back. So they invented this air blower, right? And what they do is they melt this machine, this sprayer thing that they invented, melts hot glue in front of a blower. And so it's melting this hot glue and the glue comes out in like webs. And so that's how they make fake cobwebs in haunted houses.
Oh man, the pollen is rough. Okay, so we're gonna continue on with our cleaning. You guys wanna see it go from dirty to less dirty?
Yeah.
Let's see. All right.
Haven't done much.
Well, it looks good already. Like we've got a lot of the really dark kind of like stuck on dirt is gone. You've drilled some speed holes.
Some weeping holes.
Yeah, some drainage holes. And then we're gonna move this over, clean this over here. But I think what we might do, you see this chair over here? Well, this like the holder for the chair, this thing, it was like a hanging chair that we got at the Blueberry Festival a few years ago. I think we're gonna take that and put it over here, right here, next to this. Move this over, move that mud kitchen outside. It really goes outside. We'll move it over, put the chair here. It'll be like some...
That little table, will we go on that side?
Oh, I forgot about the table. Yeah, maybe it'll go on that side. We'll see. I can move it. I can do that by myself, don't worry. You don't, you don't
I
have
can't
to
hear anything because I have my loops in.
Oh no. Okay.
What?
I said your butt's cute. You can hear me. Ooh, look at that. You think we should use the squeegee?
Here?
Yeah, squeegee all the like water over to the holes, to your speed holes. Look how shiny this is now. No more pollen. However...
Oh yeah, you can see what it used to look like.
Oh my gosh, it was wild. It's just this... Florida. It's Florida. Florida.
The pine trees and the oak trees.
We both have our headphones in, so we're probably yelling.
Oh. I'll talk about it.
No. All right, I'm gonna get started on washing down these tables. We gotta pressure wash these cushions off. They will eventually look like these over here. Look how shiny and clean those are. Wow. Everybody drop a wow in the chat. All right, taking a little protein bar break. Yeah. Look. Oh, this side hasn't cleaned yet. Look how many are clean, though. Look at that line of clean cushions. You're doing great.
I only have like 40 more.
No, you have the... This is it. 3, 6, 7, 8 more. You want me to help
I gotta
you?
do the bar chairs too.
Well, like the arms. So I don't know why, but the arms are a little dirty right here. I don't know what we're doing. Dirty arms. Everything else feels fine. Also,
I have no idea what you're
I'd love to take like an inch off of these chairs so that we could actually use them here. Is that possible?
I don't know. I was crunching and I got my things in. All I could hear was crunching. They're starting to grow back. Look at that. We got new leaves all out. So I think I can cut this way back, all the way down to here probably, and just have little stumps there. I think I'm gonna leave them for right now so that they don't get messed up with a lawnmower or run over or anything like that. But look at the other one too. This one's doing really good. This is where I cut it back at, and look, it's got a new leaf coming out right there. I don't know why there's flies all over it right now. We got a new like branch coming out down there. Let's try to get down there. Got another new branch coming out down here. It's starting, like this thing is coming back full force. It'll be a little bit of time before it actually like gets to a big size, but it's coming back. But because we did buy new ones, we do have to plant them now. So I got to get some pots. Uh-oh, this one's a little squishy. I need to get this one in the ground soon. Get some pots and get them into the ground. Oh yeah, not looking so good up there. Uh-oh. Let's get it in the ground as quick as we can today. Hopefully this one makes it. These two are fine. No big deal there. This one's got a little squish right there, but I need to get it in the ground so that it can start growing.
All right, I just wanted to show you the plumerias. So we did end up planting them in some pots just to get them like in the dirt. And then, you know, when they start to kind of grow a little bit, then we will put them in the actual ground. But for right now, we just got them in these little pots out by the pool. There they are. But yeah, eventually they will actually go in the ground. And then we did get the mulch out here. So this looks a little bit, I don't know if we actually showed you. We were in the process of like remulching this. So there's the mulch. Yay. I think these are probably going to go in the front yard, but we're not really sure. We got to figure that part out.
All right, we took a quick trip up to the store. We got some stuff that we've got to return. And, you know, we like looking around in stores. That's how we do it.
Wait, are they talking about Pokemon?
I don't know.
I think they are.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Pokemon cards?
I think so.
Ooh, Pokemon. All right, guys. Exciting stuff happened right here.
That was the most wild Target interaction I've ever experienced.
So we bought Pokemon cards, but there was like, I don't know why, some word must have just gotten out that they had cards here because there was like people running in and like people were trying to get in line, and we got in line. We just happened to be getting in line to do a return, and I was like, we're like, I think they have Pokemon cards here. People are like talking. And so we got in line, and they had Pokemon cards. So we got a couple of sleeves to like let Jackson pull, but they had the prismatic boxes, and they had Ascension something or other boxes, and they had a Wild Emboar pack too. And so people were like trying to get them, but like people were getting in line ahead of them, and like one guy was like, you guys buy one of those packs for me, and I'll just come up and buy it for you real quick. I was like, okay, yeah. And so he like came up and he bought one, and then I bought one for him, and then he cash apped me out in the parking lot for it, and like it was just wild. But like it worked out great because we actually made like probably like $7 on the deal, because he like, it was the pack ended up being $26.
Unless that's not allowed, then that didn't happen.
Oh yeah, don't tell anybody. But it ended up being $26, and then he gave us $30, but we also got our 5% Target discount on it. So all we wanted was just 4 packs, and they sold us 2 packs each. And like there was a guy that went up there with his kid, and he bought 2 of the prismatic packs, and they're like, I thought it was just 1 per person. They're like, he's got his kid with him. So
I thought they were going to get in a party.
I know.
That was wild. And everything went so fast.
Yeah.
They just pulled the box out and it's gone.
Yeah, now all that's left is Lorcana cards. And the guy in the parking lot's like, man, they have more in the back. They just like hold them in the back because they want to like spread it out throughout the day or something. And I was like,
Which makes sense.
that does make sense, but it's wild. Like, it's an interesting thing. So I wonder if we're here long enough and they pull the other packs out, if we'll be able to come back up and buy more.
No, it's only one transaction per day. He told that other guy. She told the other.
Per
because
day.
he's like...
But we can buy different things. Because if they put out a different box than we already bought.
No, I think it's... Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Yeah, because that other guy bought like different stuff. He did like 3 different transactions because he was buying different things.
It was very strange. And then the one guy was like, he's just going to go put that on eBay. He's a
Marketplace,
reseller. Yeah, he's a reseller.
He resold it in the parking lot.
Yeah, we saw them selling. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was like they were like pulling up to the cars, like, come over here, I got it for you. It was exciting.
The guy who sold it to, I think, was going to sell it.
Yeah.
So look how cute.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
So we're going to we're going to go see some live music here in a couple of days, and it's kind of like a little hippy dippy.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be cute?
Yeah.
Might try it on.
Okay.
Yeah. Might go a little crazy.
You wear this thing too. This fits the vibe.
I don't want to wear white. I feel like because we're going to
You
dinner beforehand.
pulled out a white. Is this not white? I'm so confused.
All white would be like just asking for a stain.
Yeah.
I think I would just because we're going to dinner beforehand. I'm excited for you guys. We're going to do like a fun little date night, but I don't want to be like a stain magnet in just a full white dress.
I'm gonna wear all white. Yeah. Because it's such like the vibe there is like if I get a big splatter on me, I just gotta splatter more, and then it'll be like boho, you know?
I don't think so.
You can just wear a bandana.
Good morning. Sorry. I look a little wild. Oh, one time somebody told me that they don't like it when I leave this pantry door open because it's overstimulating to them, which totally get. It's very wild in there. One day I will organize it and make it make more sense, but today's not that day. So you saw a little bit of what we were doing yesterday, getting ready for Jackson's graduation party. I think that was the day before yesterday. Well, we had his party. It was amazing. He had so much fun. I know we talked a little bit about that in the last home vlog, but the slide guys, so we rented a slide from like an inflatable, rental place. They let us keep it for an extra day because they weren't able to come pick it up. They were like, hey, we're running we're running on a delay right now. So if you want to keep the slide for a day, like it's free, it's on us. So we had the slide for 2 days instead of 1 day. And this morning we got up. So Jackson did have his sleep study. He had it last night. He did great. I was really nervous about him being scared or being nervous himself. And he was nervous going in because obviously he's never done it before. It sounds very, like you don't really know what's going to happen type of situation. Okay, it's a few hours later and I didn't get to finish my story earlier, but Jackson did great. He fell asleep right away. Tim said that Jackson was actually laughing when they were putting all the stuff on him because it was so much stuff. He was just like, it was 27 wires. So he was like, 27 wires? What is all this? Like he was in good spirits about it. Fell asleep immediately because it was such a big day and, slept through the night. Woke up in the morning and he went home. And I guess the doctor did say that he was moving around a lot, but that we wouldn't have the exact results of the sleep study for a few days. So I think next week we should know more about what the result of the sleep study is. So when we went to the ENT, which I think we talked about that in a previous home vlog, that he had an ENT appointment, but we definitely talked about the allergist in a previous home vlog. So he's going to get the allergy test. His ENT recommended the allergy test and the sleep study. So that's what we're doing. And then once we complete both of those, then we will hopefully be on track to figure out what's going on. Ultimately, I think what we're trying to figure out is if he needs his tonsils removed. And I guess that they don't love to remove tonsils these days. When I was a kid, nobody had their tonsils. Everybody had their tonsils removed. So I guess I don't know what changed, but I guess they don't really like to remove them now in this time. I don't really know why. So that's what we're trying to figure out. So it is, like I said, it's a few hours later. They did pick the slide up eventually today, but I'm going to put some clips in from earlier when we went down the slide. And I didn't take any videos at his graduation party, but it was a blast. We had so much fun. But I'm going to put in some videos of us earlier this morning. So Tim and Jackson got home like around 7 this morning from the sleep study, and he was ready to go. He was like, yeah, I feel great. I slept great. So like, what are we doing? And I said, we can get in the pool because it was really hot earlier. Right now it's raining, but earlier it was very hot. I said, we can get in the pool and we can probably inflate the slide for, you know, for a little bit before they come to get it, and we can go down the slide a few more times. And he's like, yeah. So 8:30 in the morning, we inflated the slide. We hung out in the pool. We did that till about 11:30. They played with the mud kitchen. I'm going to put all of these clips in so you can check that out. But yeah, we had a really fun morning, a super fun morning. Why you went down so slow? So the slide guys said, we'll be here this morning. They left it one more day for us. So Tim said, let me go down the slide. I think because he has a, oh no, because you have on your regular pants, you're not going as fast as you would in a bathing suit.
Yeah. I didn't put on my bathing suit. I just got in.
I was like slipping all around. I love this thing. It was just the right height for the kids, but they did have taller ones. But this one was about 10 feet shorter than like the big. Yeah, the other ones were 25 feet, and I think this one was, I guess it's 9 feet. I don't know, the other ones were very steep. It was humongous. Whoa, good job. Whoa, let's see this little buddy. Whoa, you got a bullseye?
Yeah, I got a bullseye.
Whoa, what are you making?
A potion.
A potion?
Yeah, it's
A
a magic one.
magic one? Wow.
Stir it.
Oh yeah, you better stir it. That looks amazing. What does your potion do?
It works.
It works? Oh, that's good when your potion works. Nice. Okay.
3, 2,
Okay.
1, go.
Hold on, here I go. Ah! Your turn, okay.
My turn.
Whoa. And we're gearing up for a really busy season. So pretty much from tomorrow on, we're busy for like the rest of the month, which is great. I'm super excited about like having all this fun stuff to do this summer. We're going to be celebrating Cool Kids Summer at Disney, which is very exciting because we did that last year and we loved it. We celebrated Cool Kids Summer at Disneyland recently. We were there for a couple of days. I'll link those videos down below if you didn't see those. That was a lot of fun. We got to see Bluey out in Disneyland. That was amazing. So now we're going to celebrate it here in Disney World. And then I think this is really just going to be like an update video because we also have some like personal updates that we wanted to kind of, you know, tell you guys about. I'm going to wait for Tim because they're out on a Poke Walk right now. They're doing a Pokemon Go walk, but I'm going to wait for him so we can do that part of the video. But yeah, we have a really busy summer coming up and we're so excited. Tim has a trip planned that is going to be just so much fun. I cannot wait for you guys to see the videos from this trip that he has coming up. It's going to be a blast. We couldn't both go because one of us needed to stay back with the kids. So Tim's going to go, and then you guys will probably get videos like home vlog type videos from me and the kids. And then you're going to get Tim's trip videos. So be on the lookout for that. And then we also have another trip coming up that I'm very excited about. But this summer is just going to be full of just fun stuff. So I'm very excited. All right, these little buddies just got back from their Pokemon walk. What are you playing?
Mario.
Mario, who are you battling?
Ludwig.
Ludwig, and what does he turn into?
A thundercloud.
A thundercloud? Look at that little concentrating face. Oh, they did get their hair cut, by the way. Look at this haircut. His hair's not in his eyes anymore. Whoa, buddy, he's really trying. So in the last clip, sorry, I know this vlog has been kind of like sort of jumping around a little bit. But so the last clip you saw was, I was telling you guys I was waiting for Tim to come back. They were on a Pokemon walk. And that we were going to do a little personal update. I do kind of want to give you a little bit of like a warning that this is sad. So if you're not, you know, if you don't have the capacity to hear like sad stuff right now, we'll see you in the next video.
Yeah.
But we do want to kind of keep you guys in the loop as to what's going on and why the videos have been sort of like sporadic recently, and just to kind of give you guys I don't know, like a real life update as to like what's going on in our lives currently.
So back in January, and I know we kind of talked about how my mom was in the hospital and stuff like that. She actually had fallen. I know we didn't really explain like what had happened. She fell and she broke her leg, and then she was in like a rehab facility. They like did the surgery and everything like that. And while she was in the rehab facility on Friday the 13th, Friday the 13th, she had a stroke. And so then she went to the hospital for that. And then she was going to multiple rehab facilities for multiple months. And that's why the videos have been kind of sporadic for that. And then she was doing...
I gave you guys an update about that, like sort of in the middle of it happening.
Yeah.
So that you knew, just so that you guys kind of knew why we were missing some videos, because we were getting some comments asking, where are the videos, what's going on? And that was what was going on, is that we were visiting Tim's mom in the rehab facility, and also helping Tim's dad during that time as well, because he was home alone, and we wanted to make sure, that he had everything he needed, and that we just wanted to also be checking in on him. So our videos were not as consistent as they had been.
Right. And so my mom, the stroke that she had, they didn't catch it in enough time. So she had permanent brain damage. But she was doing good. Like, she was going to the rehab and she was starting to improve. And that's why we were going to my dad's house to try to...
We were getting the house ready.
Get the house ready for her to come home.
Because we really thought that she was going to be coming home. Like, we were really, really... That was, like, the path that we were all on, was like, okay, she's coming home. We have to make sure that, everything's ready. Because she would have, like, a walker and stuff. So we had to make sure that everything was ready for her to have, like, extra space for those medical needs.
Right.
But she was improving.
New medical bed and all that other stuff. Like...
And she was like wiggling the foot, because she was paralyzed on one side,
right?
But she was like moving her toes on that side,
right?
And her hand on that side she was having more range of movement,
and she was able
speaking.
She was speaking. She was having full conversation. She called my dad one day from the rehab facility, like picked up the phone
by herself,
called the phone number and everything like that.
And she also had more like movement in. Because she couldn't swallow for a little bit.
Yeah, she couldn't eat and stuff like that.
But then she could eat, then she could swallow. Like, she was doing better. We were really excited about her coming home.
And so she was doing better, and we had this trip to Disneyland planned for months. And so we felt comfortable. We're like, okay, she's doing good. We'll see her when we get home. And then while we were at Disneyland, I got a call from my brother saying that they noticed that she was having shortness of breath. And so they sent her to the hospital. And they found out that she was having so like basically blood clots were going into her lungs. And he said, all right, they're gonna operate in the morning. They're gonna get the blood clots out. And then at about 4 a.m.
Well, during that time though, we were trying to move our trip. We were trying to leave so that we could
flights home.
Right. But this was also during the time of the Spirit Airlines stuff. So because all of those flights were canceled, it was really, we couldn't find a flight home. And so, and we were only there for a few days. So we thought, okay, I think we just have to keep our current flight, because there were no flights with 4 seats.
Right.
Because it was us and the kids.
Yeah. And then at 4 a.m., I got the call from my brother that she actually passed away. And so, yeah, we came home as soon as we could and started helping my dad out with the planning and everything like that. And we had the funeral, and
this was about a month ago.
Yeah.
This was a little over a month ago that she passed away. So, but yeah, so that's really the reason why we're giving you this update, is just so you understand like what has been happening this month.
And the days that we've been missing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it did extend all the way up until just a few days ago, where we finally got the remains back and we got them into the ground and everything like that. So she has her final resting place.
Right.
And yeah. So that's where we're at right now. And so we are a little bit slow to upload, a little bit behind on the uploads, just because of life stuff happening.
Well, the reason why, and I know people are like, you know, you don't owe anybody an explanation. You don't have to, you don't have to tell us these things. But because of what we do, because of the channel, because of the videos, people were not realizing obviously what was going on, and we were getting comments that were like, you know, did you forget about the videos? Like, why aren't you uploading? Like, did you forget about us? Did you forget? And we couldn't explain what was going on.
Right.
So I just want you guys to know. And if you left a comment like that, or if you thought those things, no, we didn't forget about you guys. I'm sorry that we couldn't give you an explanation in the moment of when things were happening.
Yeah, it was all sort of. Not only was it happening kind of quickly, and
Well, it was a shock. Like
Yeah.
it was, well, and then that's the other thing too. Sorry, I don't want to get upset, but like, it was really hard because we were on this trip. We were at Disneyland with the kids, and we didn't tell them right away what happened because they're so little that they saw grandma. They knew that she was sick. We went to visit her in the rehab facility with the kids. They saw, that she was paralyzed on the one side, so she didn't look the same as the last time they had seen her.
Right.
So they knew that she was not doing the same as she was the last time that they saw her. But it was just a hard thing to explain to them on this trip. And we haven't told Oliver because I don't think he would understand. But Jackson, we did tell Jackson. And, that was a hard conversation. And I think that, like, it was really hard. It was a hard decision to make because the kids were at Disneyland. They were excited about Disneyland. They just have this, like, one childhood. So I wanted to make sure that they had a good trip. But, like, at the back of our minds, it was really tough for us because we knew what was going on, and it was hard to have like a good time. But we, for the kids, wanted to make sure that they had a really great trip, and we wanted to make sure that they had a good memory. I don't know. It was just really hard. It was a really hard situation.
Right.
And it's still hard. So, yeah.
And so there was one day that we did take at Disneyland where we didn't film anything.
Yeah, that was another comment that was like hard for me because people were like, well, wait a minute, why didn't you give us the DCA day? Like, we know you went to DC because we did take some photos, but we didn't film it all that day. And so people were like mad, not everybody obviously, but some people were upset. And I just like wanted to explain it, but I couldn't in that moment. Like
Right.
we couldn't do it. But that's what happened is that we did go, we didn't film it. We had a really great time with the kids.
Yeah.
They had a really great day, and yeah, that's why that trip was cut short, as far as the vlogs go, but because that's when it happened. But that's sort of what's going on. And, we have, like I said in the clip before this, we have a really busy summer. We have a lot of stuff going on, and we just really wanted to take the time beforehand to grieve, to have time to ourselves, and to, I don't know, that's why we missed the videos.
Right.
And we didn't forget about you guys. We didn't forget about the vlogs. We didn't, but we also needed to explain it to you. And we owed you like an explanation that was not just like a real quick, hey, this happened. But we also were putting it off. Like,
Yeah.
we definitely procrastinated like putting this video up because it is hard. It's not something that we wanted to film.
Yeah. I have found myself like not wanting to talk about it. And I feel like what anybody would want to do. But it's been a journey. But I think we're making it through it, as anybody can. And I think the kids are doing good. I think we're doing good. I think my dad's doing as good as he can. And
yeah, I think that's the one thing that we answer like with Jackson specifically, we answer questions like as he has them. We try to explain things to him in like real terms. but that's also been really tough, just because, you know, he is so little, and it's a hard thing to explain, you know. So we've just been trying to like do the best we can. But we did, you know, we made sure that his graduation was really special. We made sure that we want them to have a really good summer. You know, I've been reading all these posts about, like, you know, you only have 18 summers with your kids, and
Oh, that's sad.
I know, like, well, you know, before they become like adults and they are
Right.
doing their own thing. And so I just want to make sure that they're having a really good time. And so, like, this summer, I think that's like my main goal this summer, is to make sure that, like, they're having fun, that it's a good summer, that we spend time with the rest of the family. I want to make sure that we see the cousins and that they get to see grandpa and, you know, aunts and uncles. And I think that's going to be like our main focus, is just really that. So
thank you guys for, like, understanding.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening. And thank you guys for being there.
Yeah, we really do appreciate you guys. And I'm sorry that we couldn't explain all of this sooner, but thank you for listening now. And yeah, we really appreciate you guys.
Yeah. So I think we will end it here.
Sorry to end it on a sad note. I didn't want to end it on such a sad note, but I promise the next video will be much happier.
Yeah.
So
thank you guys.
Yeah. All
And
right.
we'll see you guys next time.